Did you find that everything they've got, you step forwards to my shadow, you are followed in my pattern.
Hello and welcome to the Ladies' Room. Today my guests are from the Artist Alliance of East Hampton, and we have Teresa Lawler and Anahi DeCanio.
Okay.
And Mary Milne got the flu.
Yes,
the president of
yes.
Artist Alliance got the flu, and or else she'd be here today. But
Our
you guys
president.
have a show coming up this weekend.
Yes,
That's
we do.
exciting for
Yes.
Martin Luther. I didn't even realize it was Martin Luther King weekend. And so it's running for 3 days, which
Right,
is
yes.
unusual at Oshawa Hall. So that's great.
Yeah.
So every day from like 12 till 6, and the opening reception is this coming Saturday from
That's
5
right.
to 7.
That's right.
So, and it's always a lovely event. And how many artists will be showing in this show?
We normally have approximately 60 artists or so. Every show really changes based on whatever other projects the artist might have going on. But we always have a good showing.
Yeah, it's always a great show, very colorful,
Yeah.
and a very wide range of pricing. So,
Yes.
I mean, a person could go and find an adorable, probably the wrong, an artist, when I say, I'll pick a painting that I want for a certain reason to hang at our house, and I'll
Right.
say, but Michael, it goes with this, and he's like, ah, because he doesn't think of himself as a decorative artist, but
Right.
hello, it's a decoration, but art is art,
Right.
and artists, they don't think of it that way.
Right.
So I will cancel the word adorable
Okay.
and say that you can get a wonderful piece of art for
Yes.
$100 or $150, $400, $5,000.
Right.
Wide
to the
range.
thousands,
Wide
yes.
range.
Yeah.
Wide range, yeah.
So how many members are there of the Artist Alliance?
We have over 100 artists. We have gotten quite a few new members recently because we've increased our visibility through social media platforms, which has been wonderful. And we represent really a wide variety of artists in a lot of different genres, and so it's very eclectic.
And are they all from the East End?
Mostly, but there are some that actually travel quite a bit to be part of our shows.
Yeah,
be
from
in
all over
shows.
the island, sure.
Yeah,
And you have several shows every year,
several shows.
and they're mostly at Oshawa Hall,
Yes.
Right.
which is great now since
Oh,
it's been redone. It's just so nice.
We love
beautiful.
Oshawa.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we have 4 shows coming up
Wow.
for the whole year.
Huh.
At least, more possibly later.
So did Jimmy Ernst start this Artist Alliance, or how did this all come about?
It was actually friends of Jimmy Ernst that
After he
started,
passed?
right? And it was based though on his vision of supporting an artist community and being able to support creatives in every way possible. So, and that we still maintain that as our core mission, to really support and strengthen the art community in every way we can.
Huh, and so you have a lot of different programs. You go into schools, and
Yeah.
tell me about the programs you do.
Well, we try to emphasize on the community, the artist community and the community itself. It's such an interesting community in that there's such a history, like you said, with Jimmy Ernst,
Yeah.
and just our environment is so beautiful with the water and
Very
the
inspiring.
Yeah, it's very inspiring. Not only that, but the moisture in the air that's here kind of lightens up the light and the color.
Gives
And
everything
so
a
artists
mystical
really,
quality.
yeah, and
That
it.
Sagaponic light you hear about.
I know,
Yeah.
and the
It's
fields
real.
and,
And the reflection
everywhere.
off the water, and
There's such
so much
beauty in this
nature.
community.
Such beauty. We're
Yeah,
so lucky.
so we try to emphasize
We live in
that.
such a bubble out here, don't
we
we?
do, we do. It's
Feel
aesthetically
so safe
amazing.
living here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well. The programs that for the schools.
Oh, the
what do you
schools,
do?
and yeah, we do a lot of exhibitions at Ashwa Halls, other places. We also, to the community, we send out, especially to members, e-blast. We're on Instagram. We really try to reach everyone that we can in the community.
Do you have an online gallery? Like, do you have
We
a website?
do. We have a
with an
website,
online gallery?
aaeh.org.
Uh-huh.
So it's aaeh.org. And we have an online gallery. We also have a list of artists. We have their biography and an artist statement as well, besides their photographs of their work.
And
So that's on there,
so
too.
anybody can get on that at any time.
They can
and
go on,
see
and
the work.
it has an interesting menu too, because it talks about the history, it talks about what it's about, it emphasizes people to become members and applications for shows.
So how
So
do
you
you
can
become
find-
a member?
You sign up and
Online,
pay your
you can do it
membership.
online?
Or you can also go to the show. Like, for instance, this Friday is drop-off day. So you could come to the show, the drop-off on Friday. Information's online, and you could become a member and bring your artwork. It's important to just check on the size limitations and things like that, but it's really very easy.
So if
They've
someone
made it
came
simple.
on Friday, they couldn't come with like a 5x6 painting
No,
and
the
expect you
limit
to
is
find it.
36 inches.
Okay.
The limit is 36 inches, one piece for 36
36,
inches.
36, like it could be 3x3, and you would have room for it? Wow.
Or two pieces that are less than 30 inches. So it's,
Very
we try to
inclusive.
accommodate most artists,
Yeah.
especially in the beginning show like this.
So with the schools, do you go into the schools and
Yes.
give art lessons, or what do you do
Well,
in the schools?
in the past, what we've done is worked with East Hampton schools, and we've worked with Spring School. And we've either gone in and worked with them, or else they kind of shadow us in our studio and what we do in a day.
We've also had special tours for them when we have an exhibit, so
Yeah.
they come with their teacher, so they get a better understanding of the art that's hanging. Sometimes meet the artist. They have wonderful questions. So it's always
Yeah.
great to get them to get their perspective and get them involved. So
Do you-
And Spring School is so close that,
Yeah.
like if it's an after-school program, they can just walk over and
to Oshawa Hall.
to Oshawa
so
Hall.
you do things at Oshawa Hall
with
while
them.
the shows are going on?
Yeah.
While you're having a show there,
Right.
Yeah.
you have like programs going on during the day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then this Sunday this weekend, this Sunday, there's a special event too, where we would encourage anybody in the community to come and to either draw or write their dreams on a wall, on special walls.
We have these wall of dreams.
Yeah.
What do you mean on the walls? You can't write on Oshawa
no, so
Hall.
we're going to have special panels.
Okay.
The artists were encouraged to bring in artwork that would be. We're very
The
liberal
members,
about the way that artists interpret the titles of our shows. But it's really called Walls of Dreams because it is Martin Luther King's
Right.
birthday, so we wanted to honor
the
the
dream,
legacy.
yeah.
Exactly. But we have special panels where the community will be able to post whatever dreams or visions they have. So
like
it
vision
will,
boards.
yeah, so it will become an interactive exhibit where the community will get to share their dreams on walls as well and exhibit with us.
And then what are you going to do with those panels when
Well,
it's over?
we're going to photograph them, preserve them, and have it be part of our
Legacy.
exactly. And we're
Cool.
serving hot chocolate. We were very fortunate to have sponsors that Boswick's and Goldberg's and Levin Bakery. So we're going to have hot chocolate and baked goods and make it a little event on Sunday from 11 to 1.
Right.
11 to 1.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Huh.
It'll be a lot of fun.
And so how many shows do you have a year, do you think?
So far this year, we have 4 planned.
Oh,
This one and then 3 others, one in May, one in July, and one in September. And that's what we have right now, but we're constantly looking to do more.
now what if all 100 artists want a show at a show? How do you fit all that art in?
We manage. We are accustomed to hanging shows and curating the shows.
And
so
who mostly does that hands-on
It's usually a committee.
Curating.
We have a hanging committee. You know, some of the board members, and then we have some of the artists that come in and help, because it is a big job to get it done.
It is a big job. Yes.
So
And on drop-off day, is there someone there typing up the labels to put on the wall?
we usually ask the artists to bring in
Bring
the
a label.
labels. If
Okay.
need be, we do provide them, but we have a whole setup where we have a table ready to go
Amazing.
and take care of the artists as they come in. So
Amazing.
yeah.
So what if like a little 6-year-old child comes in and has done some piece of art at school, and the mother had it on the refrigerator and wants the community to see her child's art?
needs
Can
to
she
be.
sign that child up as a member and put that piece of art up?
We have, you know,
You have
if
children
member
members?
shows. We don't actually. I believe everyone we have as a member is over 18 years old. So,
And it does need to be framed.
Oh, it has to be framed.
It needs to be framed.
well, I don't frame my artwork. It needs to be.
Or to be,
It
A
needs-
finished product.
it
It
needs
can't
to-
be a piece of paper that
it
was
needs
on
to
the
be
refrigerator.
It
Or-
needs to be a gallery
Got it.
ready
Yeah, yeah.
piece that will
Gallery-ready
be
piece.
appropriate to be as part of a show. Right. Right.
but on this wall, they could possibly put a
They
piece
could
on the wall.
Put it on the
Right.
wall.
Yeah.
How do you find the sponsors for your events?
Well, that's always a challenge for any 501c3, right? To
Yeah.
be able to get sponsors. And obviously, we're always very grateful and always looking for more of the community, because it's a win-win.
Yeah.
We give them exposure, and at the same time, you know, being able to support the arts in a community,
Right.
it's so important. So, you know, we're always looking, actually. So if anybody's listening now, we're open.
We also list on our website sponsors.
Oh, okay. So,
So-
they get advertising that way.
So they
Yeah.
get advertising as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
And we now
that's
have
great.
over 1,000 local followers on Instagram accounts, so we've increased our visibility quite a bit.
Very cool.
And we have Facebook and Instagram, several different social media.
Backed off Facebook. I hardly ever get on Facebook. I mean, once you get on it, it's hard to get off it. So I had to like go
That's
cold
true.
turkey
That's
a couple
true.
of years ago. And in the beginning, when it first started, it was fun. And all my people from school and from my roller skating companies and all these people found me, and I was like, confirm, 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 confirm. And I wound up with like 2,500
Wow.
friends who were all saying, how are you? I haven't seen you in years. What are you doing? And I was like, because I'm a bad type, I'm a slow typer. So I was like, okay, I got to slow down on this.
Nice.
What are you envisioning for the future of the Artists Alliance?
Well, we're hoping to continue to grow, to grow our membership, to really, you know, be able to support the community as much as we can. Ideally, as a goal, we would love to have our own permanent space to exhibit.
Because gallery.
Yeah, because that would
Or
really
some sort of
With
space.
100 members, it shouldn't be hard if people
Yeah.
take turns, like health food co-ops, a co-op.
Well, sometimes
artist co-op.
obviously the costs are
Yeah, the
are,
rents out here.
Right, that's an
They've
issue.
gone crazy.
But it would give us an opportunity to do more workshops and be able to be more supportive of schools and other types of programs. So
Right.
having a permanent space would
That
really be a
CDCH should
yeah,
do
big
some
goal.
kind of an artist
That would be
center for
really nice to
Yeah.
have some sort of community
Yeah.
center
And,
Right.
and
in
different
East
artists could
Hampton.
rent different rooms as studios,
Right.
and it would be less rent than having a separate studio somewhere.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
And sharing all the bills and everything.
Yeah.
Something to look
yeah,
into.
cooperative,
Yeah.
something cooperative, and for a lot of artists
Yeah.
and the art community.
Yeah, I haven't been in that space since it very first opened, so I don't
Yeah.
have any idea what it's like inside, but obviously it's got like classrooms, and
Mm-hmm.
it seems like it would be an easy fit.
It would.
So you're both obviously artists.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Teresa, what kind of work do you do?
I the kind of work I do is dual. I do watercolor, plein air. I'm with the plein air painters,
Okay.
which goes out on Wednesday. The
Even
Wednesday
in the winter?
group. I do. I go out in my car and turn the heat up and quick sketch and quick paint and then leave. And otherwise, from May until October, we try to get out there and paint at different locations as a group. I also am a glass artist.
Oh, wow.
And I've met lots of wonderful people through the Artist Alliance. One is the president, Mary Milne. She's also a glass artist.
Oh.
So any kind of organization such as the Artists Alliance or any group of people, it just is so nice to be able to talk and network and just grow as an artist together as a group.
Yeah.
And lots of nice artists out here that have joined, including Anahi.
So, Ani, what kind of work do you do?
I do mostly abstract work. I show pretty widely. I show in the city as well.
Great.
And I work with a lot of interior designers. I'm very fortunate, to work with them.
Decorative.
And I'm well, you'd be surprised. Interior designers actually are usually have a good eye for art. And I have a gallery in the North Fork, the William Reese Gallery, that represents me. And I tie it all in together. I curate a show out here called Earth Hamptons, and I'm also a full-time real estate agent with Douglas Elliman, so I keep busy.
Oh, you keep very busy.
I do.
That's funny, but Dan's Papers had an article, I don't know, like 15, 20 years ago, that everyone in the Hamptons was either an artist or a real estate agent.
Well, I do both.
But now they would have to add massage therapists and life coach or yoga teachers, probably.
Well,
right?
for me, it's wonderful because I am a lover of architecture and design, so I am able to combine the two, and the circles really overlap. So it really works out well. Yeah.
So do you see each other socially at all? Do you have any socials, or have you thought about like when Geraldine does Art Groove, she has a dance party after her opening. Do you ever think about doing?
We would like to do more. We have our anniversary, 35 years. Our anniversary, for
This
the
is
Artist
our 35th
Alliance.
year, actually.
Wow.
So we're looking into having some kind of gathering or event for that, as well as the shows.
But nobody beats Geraldine's Art Groove for a good party.
Yeah,
She's the
that's true,
best.
because she's
We'll have to
she's
take
such a great
notes.
DJ. I mean,
I agree.
Is that right?
It always astonishes me that she keeps up with all the current music, and I'm like, how do you do that? I would not have a clue.
I know.
But she has a niece that's like in her 20s, I think, that turns her on to like the really good dance songs. But
fun.
she puts together the best
It's
dance
always a
music.
great event.
It's hard not to
We'll
dance
have to
to
tap
her
her
music.
for our 35th anniversary.
Geraldine that we're talking about is our director who directs this show every time, and you are a doll, Geraldine. We love you.
Yes.
We all love you. So, well, what else? What else can you tell me about the Artists Alliance? Any like really interesting members that?
Well, we have a history of interesting members, which, again, we talked about Jimmy Ernst. But one of the things that we do, kind of going back to what we talked about, besides our website, we send out e-blasts, which is really, I find, a lot of fun. I look forward to them. We have somebody who sends out this e-blast, and on it talks about like awards people have gotten, photographs of their work. It also shows on these e-blast like opportunities that are coming up for artists elsewhere. What else does it show? It also shows...
To your question, though, about the artists, I think that one of the things I love about the Artists Alliance is that we're so eclectic. And we have... for our last show, we had a young man. It was the first time he was exhibiting. He joined us, he exhibited, and he sold his first piece at the show.
Wow.
And then
That's
we have
great.
artists who are very well-seasoned artists that have been around for a long time, and yet, they choose
Part
to
of it
exhibit.
for 35 years.
Yeah, and they choose to exhibit with us as well. So it really is a really good mix. The shows are very interesting.
And a lot of us, or not a lot of us, but some of us teach. I'm a retired art teacher, so I teach classes at different locations. And it's always fun to introduce them to glass, because a lot of people don't know about the glass. And so the Artists Alliance really connects different types of artists in many ways.
I saw an exhibit of Chihuly's. Unbelievable.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah, I went to the Botanical Gardens and saw that twice because I love glass and the light and the color. And
So do you have one of those furnaces in your house?
I have a kiln. A kiln, it's different from a ceramic
to like
kiln.
5,000 degrees
It
or
goes
something?
up to 1,500 degrees.
Okay.
1,500. It's not a ceramic kiln. It's a fused glass kiln. And so it is a little different. It's smaller.
And what kind of glass pieces do you make?
Many different kinds.
Oh, I wish you brought some today.
One of the things that I do is I take my watercolors and I'll take, say for instance, a farm scene, a balsam farm, and I'll do it in watercolor and then I'll make it into glass. And so it's really, it's an
Will you
endless,
make an
it's
aspect
endless.
of it into glass or
Yes.
a diorama of
No, it's
glass?
flat. It's flat. So it's more of a visual art piece than a sculptural piece.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't imagine that.
Yeah,
Will
and there's
there
a-
be any of that in
Yes,
your
there's
show?
several of us that are doing glass. So there'll
Huh.
be like abstract, there'll be
But it's
photography.
way different from
there'll
stained glass. It's not.
It is different in the
Yeah.
sense that you
It's
don't.
more delicate and.
It's delicate, but it also is different in the sense that you don't use the metal edging on it.
Oh, right.
But actually, they fused glass for stained glass. So it can be an earlier process.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
So now the show,
So there'll be several of the glass artists there, their work. There'll be, abstract, photography, sculpture, all different, a
how many of
variety
the
of
artists do you
different.
think are exhibiting in the show this weekend?
We're hoping for at least 50 artists. We never know because we do have the option that they can come in on Friday and drop. So sometimes it's a surprise.
It's amazing that you
Yeah.
can deal with that.
Yeah.
Because I can't even
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we do, and it works out.
It's fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the Friday night you're probably not thinking it's so much fun.
No, it's
No, I think the last show we were there until midnight curating the show, and so
I hope you're drinking some wine while you're doing it and have Geraldine's music on.
But the poster doesn't say when drop-off is, but it's important to look online and find out when it is because it's only from 1 to 3 on Friday.
Okay.
So.
But we are hoping that the community will join us for the opening reception Saturday evening and on Sunday for the hot chocolate reception, which I think it'll be wonderful for families to bring their children and to have them share their dreams on the wall.
On the walls.
And
How big are the panels that you're putting on the walls?
I
just big
believe
Bristol board
I
things?
believe they're at least 5 feet. And we have special paper that for people who don't have their own specific little pieces of art
And
that they want to put on the wall.
They could just write a dream. and
Absolutely.
post
They
it.
could write
put-
it, draw it, either one.
Exactly.
Either one. And we do have small postcards to fill out that they can write or draw. Or they could use a piece of paper
Well,
and
the
bring
Artists
something.
Alliance sounds like a wonderful thing.
Well, we really are trying to connect to the community as
Yeah.
much as possible.
I got on your website this weekend.
You did,
I
great.
didn't know I didn't know the show was coming up,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my goodness, we need to run this show first.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
really appreciate
Yeah.
it.
So we're looking at the seasons, one in the spring, this one in the winter, spring, summer, and then the fall in September.
And do you have a theme for the next couple of shows? Have you thought about
No,
that
I don't
yet?
think the themes
Spring?
have been established yet. We usually have a board discussion and we try to come up with.
But you have your dates.
Yes, we do.
I don't know what they are exactly. I know it's May,
July.
and September.
September.
May, July,
But I don't have
September.
the specific dates. Sorry.
That's great. I mean, you guys getting into Oshawa Hall is no easy feat.
No, they're
So-
so beautiful, the
Yeah.
walls and hanging
And
system.
it's great that it's going to run for 3 days because it's so short when it's just
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So I noticed that a couple of events in the newspaper at Oshawa Hall were like during the week.
Right.
And I thought, great that they're opening it up.
We've actually
more.
have had 9-day shows. This
Really?
past year, we've had 9-day shows, which is
Yeah.
a wonderful
And
opportunity
do
for
you
artists
find
to
that you
exhibit.
sell more art too because it's longer?
Well, it depends on the season. Of course, we're so
Yeah.
seasonal in general, but we also try to have events during the week. We've had speakers at times and things like that. So we try to create a lot more things going on around our shows as well. And we usually work with, for instance, in this case, the pantry. We ask our artists to donate a small percentage of their sales to the pantry. So
Oh,
we
that's
try to
cool.
collaborate with community organizations.
Oh, and so when an artist sells work at one of your events, you're a 501c3, but does a portion of the sale go to
No,
to
It
your?
all goes to the artist.
It all goes to the artist, right? Right.
Huh.
So
That's-
So the dues are the only things that
exactly.
keep
That's
you
why
going.
it's so important for us.
Yeah.
that I
Membership.
to be clear, not only
Membership.
membership from artists, but also from local businesses and local neighbors that want to support the alliance.
They can just contribute.
They can become a member and contribute, and that is really
And
a,
it's
a way
tax-
for
a
us
tax
to.
write-off for
Yes,
them?
it is. It's tax deductible. So
And it's a hanging fee too for each show. Once you become a member, there is a hanging fee.
Oh, what is the hanging fee?
I know you were going to ask me that. I,
The hanging fee varies depending on, sometimes, for instance, the summer show is a little more popular
Longer.
because everyone wants to be a part of it. So we basically don't make money on the shows because we spend money advertising and things like that.
Yeah.
So the hanging fees really does help for us to offset the cost of renting Asherle Hall.
Right.
So it's
Right.
usually about $60, $70. It's not a large
and it
amount.
also depends on the length of the show, as you
Right.
said. In other words, if it's only 3 days, it's less than something that would be 9 days, a show of 9 days.
Okay, so a person coming Friday night that wants to sign up and become a member,
Right.
and they're bringing a check, and they've already written it out for the membership.
Right.
They really need to bring another check to pay
Right.
for the hanging fee.
Yes, that's
And they
right.
don't know what that's going to be.
It's on the website.
Okay,
It's on the
so
website.
they have to look on the website.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all
It's
right.
really not a lot. It's really, I
No,
think.
we
around
really try to keep our pricing competitive
Yeah.
to make sure that we're as inclusive as
Yeah.
possible with all the artists at different levels of their careers.
Well, I'm sorry that Mary couldn't make it today, and I
I
hope she
know.
gets better really quickly.
She
How
has
kind
some
of
flu.
work does she do?
She also does glass art. She's a very
Yeah.
talented,
Yeah.
wonderful glass artist.
So we'll
yeah.
get to meet her Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Well, I thank you so much for coming.
Thanks
and
for
I look
having us.
forward to
This is
seeing
really
you
nice.
Saturday night.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
gonna
you.
be
Yes,
fun
Yeah.
and
will be.
beautiful.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
hopefully my husband will make it over there Friday with a piece of work,
Yes,
and
please,
we'll feel
please.
part of it. But I'm going to
Absolutely.
join today.
Thank
Oh,
you.
good.
Wonderful. Thank you for
So
the opportunity to be here.
Thank you for coming to the ladies' room.
Thank you.
And ladies, remember to give yourself lots of room for love, room for fun, room to grow, and room to glow, and become an artist.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anybody can become an artist.
That's
Just
true.
have to express yourself.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Breathe in. Breathe in. Oh, couldn't stop it. Couldn't stop, no, couldn't stop.